this program once again. This is the 35th episode of SkillUP, which uh, was conceptualized last year to create an opportunity for ourselves to share the skills and knowledge that we have with others. So there are about 90 LCIPs in Isami area, 90. And these LCIPs have enormous potential, enormous talent, lots of skills. They are all trained in various participative and also facilitative skills. And that's why we thought we will create a platform for ourselves so that we can upskill us and we can also share what we know with others. This is also an opportunity to help others learn, and also those who are passionate to learn further and upgrade and upskill themselves. We created a platform, and this was the idea, and we've been going on for every fortnight. So these were the programs that were conducted last year. Fortunately for us, our chief guest today, JP Singh, also was a chief guest last year also. So this is the second time that he has come to us. We are extremely happy that he has come to us this year also. These are the programs that have already happened this year, and we have a lot more that are lined up, and we have in future fortnights, we have many other programs as well. I'm lucky to have been associated with all these programs because I had an idea that this would be an appropriate platform for all of us. And then when I created this, I was a little doubtful if it would be so very successful, but the kind of support that I've got and the kind of response that I've received make me extremely happy. Right. So these are the programs that have already been done up to this point. Today, we are going to have Nabil Nasor presenting on intentional living, and past International Director JP Singhji is the chief guest today. Every one of these programs begins with reading out the code of ethics. About 2 years ago in our district, when we created the CLLI program, we started reading out the code of ethics instead of reading the flag invocation or a prayer or whatever. It was very successful. And so we thought we will repeat that in these SkillUP programs also. We have 4 very senior lions from Lebanon and Jordan joining us today to read out the code of ethics. 2 of them are past district governors. You can just visualize how popular this concept of reading out the code of ethics has become. We often get past council chairpersons and very senior leaders reading out the code of ethics. So I invite Lion Marcel Salame, Lion Fadi Khanim, Lion Dr. Habib Abla, and Lion Elias Antonios to unmute themselves and be ready to read out the code of ethics. I think all of them are ready. So as you see the text on the screen, the others also, though you are muted, you can read it to yourself.
Good evening. The first code of the Lions Code of Ethics, it's to show my face in the worthiness of my vocation by industrious application to the end that I may merit a reputation for quality of service.
Good evening. Number 2, say to seek success and to demand all fair remuneration or profit as my just due, but to accept non-profit or success as the all price of my own self-respect lost because of unfair advantage taken or because of a questionable act on my part.
Good evening. To remember that in building up my business, it's not necessary to tear down on others, to be loyal to my clients or customers and true to myself.
Whenever a doubt arises as to the right of or ethics of my position or action towards others, to resolve such doubt against myself.
Hold the friendship as an end and not a means, to hold that true friendship exists not on account of the service performed by one to another, but that true friendship demands nothing but accepts service in the spirit in which it is given.
always to bear in mind my obligations as a citizen to my nation, my state, and my community, and to give them my answering loyalty in act, in word, act, and deed, to give them freely of my time, labor, and means.
To aid others by giving my sympathy to those in distress, my aid to the weak, and my substance to the needy. To be
To be
careful with
careful.
my criticism and liberal with my praise, to build up and not destroy.
Thank you very much, all four of you. Thank you very much for reading out the Code of Ethics as we have seen. So, I mean, if we read out the Code of Ethics, we remind ourselves our 107-year-old set of ethics that we have written for ourselves and have been trying to follow. Thank you very much once again. So we are going ahead with the program. As I told you already, we have our chief guest, past International Director JP Singhji is here. I think most of you already know him, the kind of work that he has done and the kind of commitment that he has. He is one of the very few international directors who had that lucky opportunity to serve for a 3-year term, thanks to Corona. I think typically international directors serve a 2-year term, but he was perhaps one of the very, very rare directors to have a 3-year term. He served as I mean, not all directors become committee chairpersons or committee vice chairpersons, only a few of them. And JP Singhji had become the vice chairperson of the Constitution and Bylaws Committee at the International Board. I think that's again another important distinction that he achieved. Very rarely, vice district governors and district governors are elected with 100% positive vote. In fact, in my experience, I don't know if anybody else has achieved this distinction, both as vice district governor and also as district governor. He achieved 100% positive votes. I think he deserves a very, very loud applause for that. As can be expected, he's an ambassador of goodwill. He won an unimaginable number of 17 international president's medals, I think, which is again quite unique. I don't know if anybody has achieved so many international president's medals. He attended 17 international conventions, 20 or 25 area forums. I think how much time he has put into this and then what kind of commitment he has can be proved from the kind of participation that he has made possible. On the growth side, he extended 35 clubs. That means 35 into, even if it's the minimum of 20, more than 700 charter members he brought into the club and brought into different clubs. And he also sponsored 67 members into different clubs. I think one of the most important achievements of his in the service area is he established a blood bank. This is no ordinary blood bank. He raised 1 crore rupees to realize this project. And can you guess in the last 15, 20 years, how many units of blood they have collected? I don't think you can guess that because it's not hundreds or thousands, but it is 4 lakh units of blood. I mean, unimaginably huge. So much of blood he has collected. That means 4 lakh units of blood into maybe even if every unit of blood has saved some 3 or 4 lives, you can imagine how many lives he had saved. This blood bank also has a dialysis center and also has 2 branches in Delhi and Haryana. He runs a charitable trust in the name of his late mother, and this charitable trust serves for students in government schools. He also served in various other positions in Lionism and also outside. He's associated with the Cricket Association, Hockey Association, and many other social organizations and cultural organizations. He is an LCIP, as I already told you, and he trained people at almost every level, including the SVDG and VDG schooling. And next year, he is going to be the group leader for the DG schooling very soon. I think this is another distinction that he has. He has held almost all important positions, especially at the multiple level, at the area level. And something that's you might be interested to know that when he was the GLT area leader, it was not only his multiple district 321 that he supervised, but also 305, that is Pakistan. So entire North India plus Pakistan was his area, and he helped them in terms of leadership matters. And he is into real estate, but he also is an event. He has an event managing company. He also is into trading additives in the polymer industry. So the list of his achievements is too very long. I don't want to take more time. I invite past international director JP Singh ji to give his message and also declare this episode of SkillUP as inaugurated. Over to PID Singh.
Thank you, nagaRAJU. It's really wonderful to be with all of you personally. So, first of all, I would like to appreciate your effort that about 150 lions are here on this platform, and they are regularly being in touch with you, and they are regularly enjoying this SkillUP programs. 35 programs, 35 episodes. It's a great achievement for you, nagaRAJU, because it's not easy to do so, and you do it very intelligently and very delicately, and you take care that each and every LCIP is involved in this, and that is what is required. Today's speaker, Nabil, I remember in 2008, we were in Hyderabad. That was my first international institute, SLI, SLLI, Senior Lions Leadership Institute in 2008. And Nabil was one of the participants in that institute. Now, I'm very happy to see him today as an LCIP graduate and the past as a governor and is speaker today. And we met recently in Hyderabad Forum also. And he's always been a smiling face, and he will definitely deliver very good session today on intentional living. I was wondering, nagaRAJU, that how you chose this topic. I was just because it doesn't relate to lions, but still it relates to lions. And normally we choose the topics which are either leadership oriented or some other lions oriented topics. But the way you have been selecting your topics, that is also very much appreciative. And friends, what is intentional living? I searched on that what is intentional living. And I came to know that intentional living is a lifestyle that involves living in accordance with one's values and one's beliefs. And today, I'm 100% sure that we all will take something home, and we will take home something which is required for this intentional living, and we will come to know how we should live in this society, how we live in why we should live in this our community. Friends, before I finish off my chief guest address and inaugurate this seminar, I would like to say that I have read somewhere that don't judge each day by harvest you reap. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but judge it by the seeds you plant.
Wow.
Judge it by the seeds you plant. So, friends, this is one of the factors of the intentional living, and be the change you wish to see. You be the change you wish to see in the world. That is what is required, friends. And that's one. I remember of one quote. Line Naresh Agarwalji used to say that if it is to be, it is to be me. If we have to start something, we have to start from our own. That we have to see that if we have to ask you to do something, first of all, we have to see that are we doing the same thing or not. So if it is to be, it is to be me. We should always start from our own selves, then proceed by asking the others. My good wishes for the just started New Year and festival season in India, and my good wishes to my good friend like Nabil Nasur for a wonderful seminar today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your opening message and also for that insightful thoughts that you have given us. And I know that despite the inconveniences that you have, and despite that inclement weather there, you have made it possible to join us this evening.
No.
I look forward to your continued support to our program and also to all the initiatives that LCIPs Alliance take. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. So friends, we are going to the next part and the most important part of the program. So let me just share this screen with you once again to tell you what is ahead. Yeah. For a change, I just thought, why should not we have a song in between? This is a 2.5 minute song. We'll play this song and then we'll go on to the presentation. Like to tell you that the song was introduced for the first time in this series of programs, just to add a little entertainment too. The song, if you follow the meaning of the song, perhaps it's very superficial interpretation of intentional living. But Nabil is going to take deeper, more profound into what intentional living is, and he's going to share his thoughts with us. Nabil is an LCIP. Of course, only LCIPs are invited to make these presentations. And he's from Lebanon. He is a certified public accountant, a chartered public accountant. And he has his own company, which he founded, United for Accounting and Auditing. He's a former board member of the Lebanese Association of Certified Public Accountants, member of the Arab Federation of Accountants and Auditors, member of the Arab Tax Association. And there are lots of other professional associations with which he is very actively associated, and he has led them at different levels. At the social and humanitarian level, he is president of St. Joseph University Alumni North Lebanon chapter and a board member of several humanitarian and social associations in Lebanon and outside. He is a charter member of Tripoli Lions Club. By the way, some of you may know that Lebanon was the first country where the first Lions Club in Isame area came. So he organized, audited, he organized, guided, and chartered several new clubs in his district and multiple districts. He surprisingly, again, I think this is something very, very unbelievable but true. Typically in India, district governors are a very small geographical area. For instance, Telangana is one federal state in India, and we have 8 districts in this small state. But when Nabil was district governor, he was not in charge of one small state, but 3 different countries. So he was a district governor for Lebanon, for Palestine, for Jordan, and he was given an additional responsibility for Iraq also as a coordinator. He's the vice GAT area leader. Most importantly, he's a very dear friend of mine, and he has such profound knowledge of things, knowledge of Indian culture. Whenever I talk to him, I learn a lot from him. Nabil, welcome to make your presentation. Over to you now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, nagaRAJU. May I share, have possibility to share screen?
Yes, please. Yes.
In the meantime, if I may request and take the opportunity, as PIDC Abu Samra is with us, if he wants to address a small word to all the audience and participants.
So I want to thank you, first of all, for inviting me to this very precious SkillUP. Really, it's meaningful. I liked every bit of the words that I listened to up to now. The beautiful introductions, first to my fellow PID VJ, let's say Singh, who is, JP Singh is a guy who is spontaneous, a true leader who I have met on several occasions in the path of our lives, and I was impressed all the way in each and every step he has taken. Now, I love the song because it really matches what we were discussing in the code of ethics also. And the whole view of the intentional lifestyle and what we do for our lives to skill, really, all of them match to nagaRAJU for this real presentation. Now, for my colleague, LCIP, past governor in District 351, Nabil Nassour, and the coordinating for the clubs of Iraq, adjoining our Middle East area, and the vice GAT area leader of also the Middle East, I really am happy to listen and to pass some time because we are used to Nabil's, we are used to his experience and his great presentations and great support for all the clubs in leadership, in membership, and the service follow-up. So let us amuse ourselves, understand, add to our skills, and listen to him and listen to your remarks. And I love to be with you now and at any time. Thank you very much for the opportunity you gave me. I will be listening.
Now over to Nabil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dear Chief Guest, PID JP Singh, and also dear PID Sabir Abu Samra, LCIF area leader, and with high respect to all other dignitaries present in this session, dear colleagues and friends, especially now the audience from District 351, you are so many, thank you. To start with, let us make together a small reflection by answering a simple question. In your opinion, in your own opinion, what is living intentionally? What is living intentionally? Please, your answers and feedbacks, insert them in the chat box, and for sure, our dearest nagaRAJU will help us in reading those feedbacks.
Nabil, Suparna says, living with a purpose is intentional living, and living with a reason is Mudassir's answer. And as per our purpose or mission, that is Habib Abla's answer. Choosing our own way is David's answer. Purposeful living is Jaya Chandran's answer. Living to serve others is Anand Kumari's answer. And Aparna says living consciously. LCF area leader Aida says living for purpose. Prakash Rao says purposeful life. And it is achieving self-actualization is Wisban's answer. Once you find the purpose, you start living intentional life. That is Deepak Trivedi's answer. And there are quite a lot of other answers.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Simply, living intentionally is living with purpose and clarity. So all the answers were relative directly to the topic. So intentional days create a life of purpose. Intentional living is a conscious choice to live with purpose and awareness. Something intentional done means it is done on purpose. If a crime was intentional, it was not an accident. But if you bump into your little brother in the hallway because you weren't paying attention, it is unintentional. Unless you wait for him to wake by and then stick out your foot to trip him, it is intentional. So living intentionally is more than just a trend. Being intentional with your actions, words, and lifestyle can help you get off autopilot and work towards achieving your own goals. Your daily life is full of tasks, and work-life balance is hard to keep up. Living intentionally can help you take time for yourself and avoid the types of stressors that set you off. Think about your actions and how they will affect your well-being and the well-being of others around you. If you want to become more intentional as part of your self-improvement journey, here's what you need to know. Living with purpose and clarity is intentional living. In today's fast-paced world, intentional living empowers us to focus on what truly matters. This presentation will explore the principles, the practices, and the pathway to cultivate a more mindful life. Intentional living, by all means, is a conscious choice. It is a conscious, clear choice to live with purpose and awareness, aligning your actions with your own values. So join us as we embark on this transformation journey. By joining us, we have to ask ourselves one simple question: what is intentional living? Intentional living, or living intentionally, means thinking ahead and making conscious choice or conscious choices based on your own personal values, beliefs, and goals. You are in the center of the intentional living. It is about you and you only. People who live with intention try not to act on impulse, but instead think ahead and choose things that affect their lives positively. To start living an intentional life, you need a clear understanding of your purpose and passions. Then you can set goals to guide your choices. First, you have to understand your purpose, passions, and then setting goals. This could include anything that affects your life positively. It is intentional living. It is centered on you. So if it is not centered on you and you are not affected, what is the outcome? So it is centered on you, and this you can work to improve your relationship, perhaps. So by being intentional, it could also mean writing a small journal instead of scrolling your phone. So you will be aware of your task, what to do, and you are aware of things, clearly set in mind what to do next. Intentionally looks different for everyone. It's not the same aspects either to me or to you. It's relevant to each one of us. It is up to you to set your goals and decide what's important to you and you only. It is impossible to be intentional and make the right decision every time. But putting the effort can get you in the right track. You have to put some efforts to live intentionally, and you will be on the right track. Making intentional choices help you build good habits and do things good and find your purpose, your own purpose. Make value-based decisions. Making intentional choices can improve also mental fitness, health, and help you surround yourself with the things that matters to you and to you only. What are the core principles for intentional living? There's 4 principles for intentional living: clarity of purpose, mindfulness and awareness, take deliberate action, and be balanced. By having a clarity of purpose, it means knowing that you have to achieve, understanding your values, your goals and desires, and finding meaning and contribution in your life. By being mindfulness and aware, that means being present in the moment, focusing on what is happening in your life right now and how you want to improve it. Appreciating what little things in your life. Take deliberate action by making conscious choices that align with your own values, focusing on what you have, not on what you miss or not what you lack. Make the balance. Make the balance by giving priorities to what truly matters. Leave the small things. Make priorities. So now we covered the principles. How do we live intentionally? To live intentionally, start by setting clear intentions. Start by setting clear intentions. Write down your goals and aspirations. Use some papers. Use a calendar. This clarity will guide your actions and decisions, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Remember, your intentions to shape your reality. Your intentions to share your reality, your real human being inside. What is relevant to you? What is important to you? How do you want to shape your well-being? So, knowing that, if there are benefits from living intentionally, what do you think? If there are benefits from living intentionally,
Yeah, there must
can
be.
I have some feedbacks in the chat box, please?
Yeah, somebody has written, Misban has written, definitely.
Yes. So, as it is definitely, there's several benefits of intentional living. It improves mental health, better decision-making, enhanced relationship, and of course, personal fulfillment. But as understanding this concept, you can cultivate a lifestyle that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. By making intentional choices, several benefits are reached. It improves mental health fitness. By what? By reducing stress and anxiety. I know what is going next. I know what are my plans. I'm aware of what will happen. I know what I need. Those are clear intentions for me. So when we say it reduces stress, we are all aware about it. What does it mean? It helps us be surrounded by things that matter to you and to you only. You will have the opportunity to take better decision making, to be a better decision maker, because you will have clear alignment with your own goals and values. And the distraction is less, and you have greater focus-minded. So you are present in mind, ready to take action and decisions. By enhancing relationship, intentional living is one of the most precious way to live, because stronger connection with others is related to our intention to make real friendship, real relation, real of everything in life connected with the others. At the end, one of the most valuable benefits, in my own opinion, it's my personal fulfillment. I will be living a life that reflects my true desire. So, how to start living intentionally? Simply, we have to reflect on values, set specific goals, eliminate distractions, and staying flexible. We have to know what is truly matters to us. This, what I mean by reflects on values. What is truly matters to you? Is it family? Is it your health? Is it your career? Is it a new adventure in your life? Whatever it is, take time to understand your values. Take time to really have clear values in your mind. Set specific and clear goals. We as Lions, we pass through the SMART goals. Be specific, measurable, actionable, time-bound. You know, you are more knowledgeable than me in that. So, to live intentionally, you have to define your priorities. Make your goals actionable and measurable. Eliminate distractions. Reduce activities and commitments that do not align with your goals. Be present and make conscious choices in everyday life. Be present and make choices consciously in your everyday life. At the end, you have to stay flexible because life may change. It's not up to you to decide what will happen next. We hope, we wish, we have the intention that this thing will happen next, but life may change. So we have to adjust plans as much as needed. Make the small corrections we need. Be flexible. Do we need skills for that? Or it is sufficient to know this small items that and we can start living intentionally? I think we need to know more. Skills needed are simple, very simple. So by being intentional in your daily life requires consistent effort, because it is small changes that accumulate. Making intentional actions a habit is easier said than done. But those little decisions will add up. It is a lifestyle. Some skills like self-awareness. Examine your behavior. Examine your behavior to see only whether your actions match your core values and priorities. How you do that? Use the self-reflection techniques. It can help to develop the insight you need. Use the goal settings technique. Set up your SMART goals is a great way to stay focused on the track. Figure out the path you want to take by writing down your goals and set a timeline. Some studies shows that 42% more or less are more successful when they commit their goals on paper. 42% are more successful. It's a huge number. Gratitude. Be grateful. When you are grateful for the things you have, you can better recognize and prioritize them. Be organized. Tide your space and schedule your time intentionally can lead you to a more purposeful day-to-day routine. Staying organized boosts your concentration, helps you get more done to reach your goals. Be determined. Building an intentional life can be challenging, and everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Determination and resilience are important skills. Those skills are important on the path of intentional living, especially when things don't go your way. It's not all the time what you decide is feasible or doable. Things could not sometimes go your way. How to act? What are the questions to ask? Let us, for a few minutes, for a few short time, reflect on those 4 questions. Ask yourself now, am I living intentionally? Yes or no? Sometimes I would like if it is yes or yes. For this, I'm asking yes or no. Am I living intentionally? This is the most relevant question to ask to yourself to start to live intentionally. Second, are my actions aligned with my goals and values? Second step, what small steps can I take today toward living more intentionally in the days after? What small steps can I take today toward living more internationally in the days coming? At the end, how can I call myself to action? Is it sufficient to have intentions, or do we need action? How can I call myself to action? Please, your feedbacks, comments, few feedbacks on this small question. How can I call myself to action? Any feedbacks, Raju?
I have not got any answers yet. Somebody says, Meher Prasad says, introspection is the beginning. And Misban says, finding out my way. Basam says, execute my goals. Implementation is the first action plan for TSR. And following the goal is Suparna's answer. Plan, act, and review is the Habib Ablah's answer.
Super, super.
Here is another good answer from David.
Yes.
Make a checklist if it matches the purpose and action.
I couldn't hear you. May I request you to repeat, please?
David says, make a checklist if it matches the purpose and action. And Nidhi Nagar says, start and progress ahead.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. The answer is simply begin with one intentional change.
Yeah.
Start with one intentional change, no matter how it is.
Yeah.
Small. No matter how it is small. Start by taking an intentional change, at least one. Practicing mindfulness also is a way. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine to enhance your intentional living by using several techniques like said meditation, journaling, deep breathing. There's much more. Find your own daily routine, how you can be more mindful. Mindfulness is a daily practice. What does it mean? This means being fully present in the moment, allowing you to appreciate the small things and make choices that resonate with your values, your own values. Mindfulness fosters a deeper connection to your purpose. Make choices that resonate with your values. By doing that, is it sufficient to have a smooth life with no challenges? No. Challenges are there. Life is full of challenges. Also, living intentionally is full of challenges. It's a long list. I tried to keep it short. So living intentionally can come with its own challenges. It's important to recognize distractions and societal pressures. We all live in a society, we are related to our surrounding pressures that we live all together. Pressures may lead you away from your goals. Break down tasks into smaller tasks, manageable. You can take manageable actions. Trust in your own values and goals. You are the precious person. You are the most important and precious person. Trust in your values and goals. Stay committed to your path by regularly reassessing your intentions and making necessary adjustment to stay aligned. Be flexible, please. Use reminders, small tricks, reminders, calendars, habit trackers, just only to stay on course. Challenges are conquered. We have to embrace intentional living because it leads to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. Our aim is a driven life by setting clear intentions, practicing mindfulness, overcoming challenges. You can create a life that reflects your true self and start your journey today and watch your life transform. Once Mark Twain said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. There's no one way to practice a purpose-driven life. There is several ways of practicing a purpose-driven life. I may say by setting measurable goals, establishing a daily routine, strengthening your own relationships, by freeing up your own space, not wasting your own time, focusing on yourself, by staying positive. Simply, it's never too late to focus on the actions that matters to you and you only. Whatever it takes to focus your energy and place to focus and place yourself on a path that excites you by having interest in what you are doing. What I'm sure of, that most of our participants tonight are lions. I may ask you one small question. We don't need to answer that. Do you have joined Lions clubs by accident or intentionally? Very simple, very smooth, and very clear. Yes, we all have joined Lionism intentionally. We are a group of people who have chosen to live together with a common purpose. We are working cooperatively to create a lifestyle that reflects our shared core and values. We are typical form of intentional community, brought together by shared value, common purpose, and vision for how we want to live. We, as Lions, deliberately agreed while joining Lions family to share similar intentions, values, and mission statement. At the conclusion, Crystal Payne said, living with intention means saying no to the things that aren't important, so we can say yes to what matters most. At the end, I have to thank you all by your precious presence tonight, and I'm thankful for nagaRAJU for giving me this opportunity to sharpen my mind again and to find how to deliver this challenge of presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Nabil. That was a wonderful presentation. I think your slides are beautiful. Your presentation is quite profound. And I think it threw light on lots of things that are very essential for us to reflect. And thank you very much for that quite exhaustive, useful, relevant, powerful talk. Thank you, Nabil. Thank you very much.
Sure.
If you stop sharing, Nabil, maybe
Yes.
I prepared a very quick poll while Nabil was speaking to us. I'll post that poll, and after that, we'll have time for some 3 or 4 questions. Here is a question that I prepared just now, and I'm launching this question. The question is, what do you think? Nabil gave us 4 benefits of intentional living, but I would like you to choose which one do you think is your most important benefit. So by being intentional in your life, so what is the benefit that you derive? Is it better mental health? Is it ability to take better decisions in your life? Is it your enhanced the quality of relations that you have? Is it a feeling of contentment, fulfillment? Which one is your answer? All answers are correct, and all are the benefits of intentional living. I'm just taking your opinion. If you have ever made any effort to live intentionally, what was the benefit that you gained? Or if you're planning to live intentionally from now onwards, what is the benefit that you would like to reap? I'll close the poll in the next 30 seconds. Already some 50 people have voted. Maybe I think it's time to close the poll. We'll wait for another 5 seconds. Thank you for all of those who participated. I'm ending the poll now. Yeah. So I'm also sharing the results with you. I think you can see it on your screen. So 38% of you, that is 22 out of 58 people, said ability to take better decisions is the most important benefit of intentional living. I'm very happy that all those who live intentionally can take better decisions in life, and better decisions are better life automatically. Thank you very much. Right, I'm stopping sharing and closing the poll. Yeah, thank you very much. Now question time. We have time for some 3 or 4 questions.
Yes, good evening. Actually, it's amazing subject and amazing presentation. Thank you, nagaRAJU. Thank you, PDG Nabil. Actually, how can we put these subjects for the club presidents next year to prepare them very well for Lionistic year, a great Lionistic year? Did you agree with me? If we can train them in this subject, I think they will be very much ready to their year as club presidents.
Thank you, Aida. That's a great idea. Nabil, would you like to say anything else?
As I started with, all trainings in Lionism are important, and they are structured to make us better lions. It's all about capacity building. For the coming presidents, this is a personal training. Living intentionally, it's personal. Everyone can benefit from it. Okay.
It is. Have a question. Please give your name and ask the question, please. TSR, you can speak. Give your name, please.
Happy evening, sir. I'm Shruti here. So good evening to all, and thank you so much, sir. Today the session was so wonderful, and living intentionally, you have explained us in a very simple way and very nice, and setting our goals and implementing and all that thing, though we all know all such things, it's in a very easy way you have presented, and thank you so much for your time. That's all from my side. Signing off, Shruti here. Thank you, sir.
Yes, the intentional living presentation was really good. First of all, I have to thank both Nabil sir and nagaRAJU sir. My question is, like you said, you have to live the life as you want to live. Is it possible for a leader to live the life as you want to live when you are working in teams?
It is about decision making. Yes, he can. Yes, he can, because at the end, he is the person in charge. He has to take action and decisions. He has to be clear in mind. This is the utmost, like our LCIF area leader, Lion Aida, said. If this topic is introduced to all club presidents, they are our leaders. Club presidents are our leaders, our real leaders. Okay? We can all benefit from it. Okay? There's no challenge in this. It's not, it is about this decision making. whoever is responsible, if I am an individual, I am responsible of myself. If I am responsible for a group, it is my way of dealing with things. I have to be present, always on time.
Thank you, Nabil. I think there was a slide on the challenges also. So this is one of the challenges, and we must have a proactive action plan to take care of them in case there are challenges like that. The next question from Dr. Prakash Rao. We'll take two more questions. Prakash Rao.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
This intentional living is what I feel is of individuals or personal. Will it work for any family or group or like that, or any club?
Yes, it was my closing slide. We as Lions are living internationally. We are living together. We share vision. We share values. Yes, we are living internationally. It's clear.
Interpreted as collective decision making, like individuals take decisions, collectively teams also decide, focus, and work in the direction of their intentions. The next question from Najwal Masri.
Just to say thank you very much for this interesting and valuable information we took from PG Nabil, and it's nice to meet you all. And as Lions, we are not for service only, but for friendship, to meet each other, to know each other. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Najwalji. Thank you very much.
Dear Najwa, just one moment, Raju. Dear Najwa, there's so much in Lionism. We can all learn. We can learn, all upgrade our skills. That's what happens to me. And it could happen to anyone. Okay? Just that it is there for free. Knowledge in Lionism is there. It is for you. Tailor-made to fulfill all our dreams.
Thank you, Nabil. The last question is from Rauda Amin.
It's really amazing. You all have been enriching our, information about everything, being, living in a good shape, and supporting our associations, especially the Lions, with the real effects that, we learn from you. It's some question like everybody is asking. We all want to feel like the time we spend on Earth makes a difference. All of us. How, in 2 points, how do we achieve that? 2 points, no more. Now.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah. I think number one, transparency and friendship and working better for ourselves and before ourselves to the other people. This is on one point. The other point on to be very, very, very honest with our intentional, goals and intentional vision. This is very important. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
What about it? Is it okay?
Intentional living is focusing on yourself. Okay?
Yes.
To start with, it is focusing on yourself.
To make better life for me and for everybody.
True. It's about relationship.
Yes, sir.
This affects the surrounding people around you. Okay? Be positive. Be always positive. It is not a challenge. Accumulate small things, small actions by being intentional. Give all the surrounding people positive vibes, and we live all in a happy life. And it's also about decision making. Okay?
Thank you, Nabil.
Thank you, Rauda.
There were a few other hands also risen, but I could not invite them to ask their questions because of paucity of time. Thank you very much for your participation. I now invite the next presenter is Deepak Trivedi, and I invite him to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, nagaRAJU. Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. First of all, Nabil, my heartiest congratulations to you for this wonderful presentation, because you have enlightened us with so many new things, and it's very, very thought-provoking. So thank you for such a nice presentation. I thank our PID, JP Singh. After a long time, we met in Hyderabad, and today it was after a long time that I heard him again. He is such a motivating, motivational speaker that it was wonderful to have him with us today. Also, I thank PID Samir Samra, who had also given his precious words about the international living. I also thank all the Code of Ethics readers, Michelle, then Freddy, Dr. Habib, and Elias Antonis. And above all the participants who have been all the time, interacting throughout the session, that was a very, very, motivating thing, especially when I'm going to present next time. And today the presence also was 160 plus. That was also very good. nagaRAJU, you have been doing a wonderful job. You have been giving this platform to LCIPs and all the people who are interested, alliance who are interested in this leadership development. It is a wonderful service, selfless service you are doing, I will say, for this organization. I thank you very much, everybody. And before I close, I would like to invite you all to be present on 30th January at 8:55 p.m. When I'm going to present and interact on the subject of Maslow's hierarchy of needs in leadership. Because Maslow's hierarchy of needs is something which we'll discuss that day, but how it connects to the leadership and how best we can use it in Lions also, this hierarchy of needs in leadership. All these things we'll discuss on 30th January at 9 p.m. So thank you very much again. We had a wonderful time, Nabilji, once again.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, nagaRAJU, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Deepak ji. Thank you, everybody. So this is my contact number, 9866411211. And in case you wish to receive the future notifications of the future sessions of SkillUP, please add me to your contacts and send me a hello on WhatsApp so that I'll include your name in the broadcast list and I'll share the notifications. So this is, and in case you want to watch some of the videos that we made of SkillUP presentations, you can watch them on the YouTube channel here. So thank you very much once again. So this meeting ends here.